Yeah, we'll be right in the camera. Okay, cool. Are you rolling?
Yeah, I'm rolling.
So if you could start off by saying and spelling your name for us.
Will Coley, Willcoley.
Great. And then we have you say, I'm Will Coley and I'm running for...
I'm Will Coley and I'm running for vice president.
So what made you want to enter the election this year?
Lots of things. I was approached by the Perry campaign. They thought it would be a good idea to have a different voice than what we're used to in the campaign. When you've got the Trumps out there calling for the deportation of all Muslims, the prevention of the Muslims being able to come into the country, you need a voice that's from that community that's willing to stand up and speak. I don't believe that the left and the right have the right to talk about my community like we're not in the room. And until we put a member of our community in the room, they will continue to act like we're not in the room. I find it's a lot harder for you to spread misinformation and falsehoods about a group when you have to sit and look at a member of that group while you speak. That was one of the reasons. Another reason, I think I can humanize the campaign. I'm the only candidate that knows what it's like to get a letter from the government saying your money or your wife. I'm the only candidate who has had the experience in trying to build libertarianism in foreign countries where it's not usually known for existing. We helped create the first Libertarian Party in Turkey and Pakistan. We have a Ron Paul type candidate, came in second place, populist in Pakistan in 2012. The Malaysians committing civil disobedience, accepting silver as currency instead of the paper money in Malaysia. All of these things are from efforts of activists here in the States and on the ground in their own countries, trying to spread these ideas with something besides hellfire missiles.
And so our audience is a primarily millennial, young audience. Why should they be engaged this election and maybe learn more about third-party options?
This is the election where it's been proven without a shadow of a doubt that the two major parties don't care what you think. They don't care how you vote. They don't care what you say at their convention. They're going to do what they want to do. And their opinion of us is that we're going to do what we want to do. As a matter of fact, they've said that out loud on live television when voters said, we are not in favor of that policy. The lady from the Democrat Party told the gentleman at the microphone, you just read what's there. They're going to do what they're going to do. Well, that's going to do what they are going to do, that's us. That's me and you. That's the voters. And that gives me and should give you the impression they don't care what you've got to say. And in third parties, you have a voice. These are smaller groups. The voice of the individual is stronger here. Tell me another party. When Democrats are telling Muslims you can't run because you have a Muslim name, you have a wife that wears a scarf, the Libertarian Party has never ever told me I couldn't run, shouldn't run, or couldn't win. When I announced my candidacy, we got press as far away as Cairo, Egypt. Libertarian Party National Chair was happy. The state chairs in the states that I've spoken to were happy. They are glad to see a member of the Muslim community in the race. They want to see members of our religious community in the race. They want more minorities in the race. They want more people's voices in the discussion. And the two major parties have proven they want only their own voices in the discussion.
You said in the debate that you've studied a lot of Islamic jurisprudence with regards to...
11 years.
11 years. And you said you spent some time with extremists as well. What knowledge are the current politicians missing that you have that you think you could help out with in Middle East relations?
Language would be the first one. A lot of people don't realize just how important language is to Arab and Muslim communities. And I think changing the conversation, the way that we discuss these issues, changing the language that we use. Islamism, these are nonsense words that didn't exist 15 years ago. But there are terms, there is terminology within the Muslim framework that can be used to discredit these extremist organizations. Words that ISIS put out a hit list 2 weeks ago. Every person on that hit list is using the terminology that I'm saying that we should bring to the table in the national discussion. We shouldn't have imams using this terminology in mosques and only bringing this to their congregations. We should have people on the national stage using this terminology. It's a good what's the word I'm looking for here? Illustration of how much these groups dislike this terminology, with the fact that the religious leaders across the globe that are using it are now marked for death by them. So we want to introduce those terms, that way of looking at the situation, to the conversation. Because as long as we continue the conversation in the way that it's gone for the last 16 years, we're going to continue to get the same results that we've gotten for the last 16 years.
And what made you want to run as vice president versus running straight for president?
Well, first of all, because I had never had any inclination to run for any political office. I had no political ambitions, desire to be in any kind of a political office. I was approached. We would like you to be a part of this race. And I thought about it. And I thought that I could bring something to the conversation that no one else, regardless of party, has the ability to bring. And that I could change the conversation, change the dichotomy in this country, and both how we look at domestic policies surrounding race, religion, social issues, as well as dealing with foreign policy. And as I said before, how it's far more effective to spread the ideas of freedom with ideals and good example than it is with hellfire missiles.
Thank you so much.
Excellent. Thank you so much. That was excellent.
Thank you.